everybody, Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Drama Queen Chapter 52. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botch localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked spring anime season in full swing, in which today we're covering Mission Sakura Family and Black Cat in the Witch's Classroom. We are also covering Kani Banashi, Witch Hat Atelier, Yomi no Sugai, Miramashita Aruma-kun, and Digimon Beat Break, and Boku no Hero Academia 170 plus one more, aka Shippergeddon 2.0. And there's even more on the way, so please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, oh my god, so, of course, the one asshole that likes to trigger everyone says he knows the alien secret. Like, dude, are we gonna finally get it? Are we gonna, like, get the truth about the aliens, that, like, all this shit was a total setup? Well, let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. The day before Katami woke up. Oh, this sucks, and this chapter is titled Troublesome. I hope whoever jumped dies. Dang it, I'm not going to make it to the takeoff. I wanted to see him off before they moved to the moon. I love that there's a translation note here. Purposefully ambiguous phrasing that railways use to refer to the act of jumping in front of a train most likely to take one's own life. I love that there's a translation note here for that. You know what? Manga Plus Localizer, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I wish the station staff would move their asses and clean up the body already, right, Haru? I'm gonna miss my child at first departure because some loser decided to jump. This ain't fair. That's just how it goes. The staff are also doing all they can. I get why someone want to jump, given the state of the world. Duh. Here's Sayaka, 30. Apparently she's into diving. 30's too young. Makes me nervous. I feel like we'd have nothing to talk about. You do know I'm 20, right? Come on, it's easy. Just strike up a conversation. It's all just about vibes anyway, you know? Kind of feels unfair. I'm the only one who looks dumb. You're always cool and easygoing. I don't know. Don't you think that's not fair? I feel like you should let me see something lame or embarrassing, too. Oh my god. Between you and me, my hairline's receded a bit, so I've been using a hair growth serum. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Hey, don't touch. I'll lose more hair. He's already losing his hair? At 20? We'll be done within the week. Yay! Yeah, the product of both of our hard work. So this is back in the... I'm glad we made it this far without anyone getting in our way or any sort of trouble. Meanwhile, the present. So what were you sniffing around here for? Told you, didn't I? I just went for a walk. You are so full of shit, bro. Huh? Oh yeah, you kill aliens, don't you, Haru? I know everything. I got eyes up in the sky, after all. So what? Hoping you could blackmail me, you cowardly snake? Why don't you tell me what else you think you know? Afraid to say, that's all I know. I'm clueless as can be. Though if I had to say, I do also know that you're making explosives, I suppose. Dude, what's the alien secret, though? Come on! That fucking bastard! Let's see. YouTube got started, and I'm only guessing here, but a shot in the dark tells me maybe a year and a half ago. This is also just a shot in the dark, but maybe at first you two were just trying to make a simple high-powered bomb. But at some point, things changed course. The nature of the bomb you were planning to develop completely shifted to a bomb that's just like you, that won't tolerate any injustice from aliens. Hey, think you could build a machine that wipes people's memories? That'd probably be tough, technologically speaking. And you'll finally complete it this week. Again, just guessing. Congrats to you. It took a long time, but of course it would. You needed some outside expertise after all. Be quiet. I'll kill you, four-eyed rat. Just kidding. As much as I'd love to, killing humans is beyond my scope. I'm not a psychopath, you know. I love this man! So you better get praying that we can really make a machine to wipe memories so you can forget about all this. In that case, no more hypotheticals. Time for a serious chat. Oh, here we go. Remember the alien secret that I alluded to earlier? The gravest incident in the history of mankind nearly 10 years ago. I'm sure you remember. A giant meteorite was headed for the Earth. Then in humanity's moment of despair, the aliens swooped in and destroyed the meteorite, coming to our rescue. I knew it! Oh, that's a big lie! I fucking knew it! I knew that was a lie! I fucking knew it! I called that shit! I said that was a lie! I fucking called it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it was a lie! I fucking knew it! Huh? I'm telling you, they set it all up so they could take over! I fucking knew it! I knew it! I called that shit! I called it! I called it! I called that shit! I fucking knew it! I knew it! God, I should be like putting the clips here. If I edited my videos, I'd be putting clips, be like, see, I called this shit. Multiple times, I called this shit. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I said this was sus. I called this shit. I called it. I called it. I called it. This is why I always say to question everything. Question everything. Like, and this is why, okay, this is why I say this is definitely about Corona-sama. If the other shit about the virus, like if it wasn't obvious about a couple of chapters ago about Corona, like this series wasn't a commentary about Corona-sama, and like the Chinese wasn't even more obvious. Dude, like this shit is so fucking obvious that this is about Corona-sama. This is so about Corona-sama and Chinese colonization. That's what this so is. That's what this is. I fucking knew it. Everyone was saying that there was all this other type of shit when this manga started. I was like, no. There's some similarities, yes, sure, but like, no. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I goddamn knew it! Everyone gave me so much shit. No, I don't think anyone gave you shit on this. No, it was just that idiot tourists were giving this manga so much shit. Saying this manga was racist and all that. Saying that this was racist towards like black people and Kurds and all that. It's like, no, this manga was not about that. This manga is about what the Chinese have been trying to do. That's what this is! It's about Corona-sama! That's what this so is! I fucking love it! I love that I was right! They tried to dude, we all do. That they like tried to like say that it was just like a simple thing from where Corona-sama was from. They tried to say it was one thing. They tried to say, well, it technically is true to an extent. They told a half-truth. They didn't like say where they said it started from the marketplaces in Wuhan. That's where it started technically. But there's something bigger going on. And those that did, they're digging. And I'm talking about not like the tinfoil hat website digging. No, I'm talking about like actual medical journals. You knew that where this came from was out of the labs of Wuhan. Yeah, Corona escaped from a lab in Wuhan. This is not some bullshit tinfoil hat shit. No, this is from an article. I wish I had the fucking link to it still. I think I deleted it. It was, I think it was from like Science Direct or something. But yeah, or Nature.com even. But yeah, like this is a real thing. So it's like, dude, like when I see this, it's like the first thing that comes to mind is because again, this is Corona-sama. Got like the first thing I thought of. I remember when I read it, the first thing I thought of was like, oh my god, if this shit didn't escape the lab, like what was what were the Chinese planning to do with it? Because that's a biological weapon. So I wonder if that's what Drama Queen is. This is like a what if scenario kind of thing. But anyways, I'm telling you, they set it all up so they could take over. By making us indebted to them, they could establish a subservient relationship without any bloodshed, gradually making us dependent on their technology, overriding our culture and history with theirs, while slowly expelling ours, until eventually they became the Earth's prime inhabitants. That's what this is. Dude, that's what this is! This is so Corona-sama! This is Corona-sama if Corona-sama was released the way that the Chinese wanted it to go. Because it was I know people are going to say quote unquote accidentally released. But it definitely escaped the labs of Wuhan. That was a happy accident on China's part. Let's be fucking real. But yeah, this is what Drama Queen is! That's what this is! This is if Corona-sama was went according to China's plan. That's what it is. And if you think about it, that is really scary. That is fucking scary. But like at the same time, it's like, dude, they don't even have a cure for it. But also, that aside, China is like a lot of the shit that is happening, Corona-sama aside, China is trying to sneak their way into Japan though. So Corona-sama aside, they're trying to take advantage of the Japanese animator shortage. There we go. That's a great example of this. They've been using the same tactics again and again. Most ordinary aliens don't know a thing, though. That's why they get to go through life believing they're the good guys. Yep. So, was the virus spread intentionally as well, then? Dunno. Could very well... See, this is what I mean! This is about Corona-sama and the Chinese! This is it! This is so what this is! Dunno. Could very well be. What's important, though, is that even aliens don't have the technology to destroy a giant meteorite. That fact, and now for the main point. Right now there's a giant meteorite headed for their home planet. Karma's a bitch! Karma's a fucking bitch! They're concealing it from the general public to avoid mass panic, but a small portion of their upper class have begun migrating to other planets. Hence the recent surge of the alien population here on Earth. It's only a matter of time before their planet is destroyed. Probably no more than a month or so. I reckon by next week they'll notify the general public. Aliens are about to come swarming to Earth. Those who lost their home might rise up to claim our planet. As if I believe that crap. I'm not surprised by that shit. But dude, Karma's a fucking bitch. As if I believe that crap. What are you trying to pull? What would you gain from telling me? Ain't it obvious? It's to protect Sedu City. The city in which you were born. No, you know what he's doing by doing this, because remember his whole thing is he likes to trigger people. It's to protect Sedu City, the city in which you were born and raised. I know you got the kind of noble spirit it takes to stand up to the aliens. Lend me your strength. Dude, exactly! How can I trust him? Fuck this asshole! Will they form an unprecedented team? believe his motives. I think he's full of shit. I think he just wants to cause chaos. He's so full of shit. He's so full of it. He wants to cause chaos. Remember, that's his whole shtick, is he wants to cause chaos. He wants to cause like a civil war. That's his whole thing. That's what I think he wants. He wants us to cause a war between the aliens, or I should say species war. There we go. Or race/species war between aliens and humans. That's what he wants. But like in all reality, because of it's more of like like with what's happening with the aliens, it's kind of like a classist kind of situation. Because from what he said, like the upper echelon know. But like the other question is why, if the other aliens are going to other planets though, why this one? Why not the other planets? Why are they not taking them? That's the real question. But God, if this chapter did not confirm to you that this was about China, then this is definitely China and Corona-sama. This fucking is. If this so is. And let's be real. China has been trying to take over Japan for a long ass time. Well, CCP China has been trying to do it too. Trying to take over, get back and take over Japan for a long ass time. And Corona-sama just happened to be a happy accident. But dude, like if people, like I'm so curious what the Manga Plus comments have to say about this. I really am. Because I know a lot of tourists like dropped off from this manga. I know they have. I'm very, 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 very curious what they got to say on this one. Wow, really? Okay, so this is what they're saying. This is odd. I can buy that the aliens' planets will be destroyed. It seems pretty logical. But Glasgow actually caring about Senju City enough to scream as well. I can't trust it. That's where I agree with that. I do. I believe the alien secret, but I do not trust this motherfucker. I agree. Yeah, it's kind of given the original meteor was a lie. It's alien, it's aliens, they lie. His Clouder is such a drama queen. Pretty interesting. This further pushes my thoughts that the aliens aren't immigrants, but colonized. No shit! You're finally realizing that now! I know that's not Iskandar. I know. The real question is whether Iskandar is actually telling the truth or whether he's trying to manipulate Haru. Anything the former says is absolutely should be taken with a grain of salt. So it says. So this person said first 4 eyes has slitted eyes. Second, your noble spirit. Yeah, you lost me with that fate. I'm glad people are saying we already knew about all this. We figured it out pretty early, but what is Fore's real goal? I just don't know exactly. Like the shit about that's the thing I just am unsure about is if the meteorite portion hitting the aliens is true or not. I'm not sure. If it is, that is some fucking karma. That is some karma if that shit is true. But like the other portion with Iskandar saying this shit is so bullshit. He is so fucking true. He's so full of shit. He is. What he wants is chaos. Duh. So it's someone says, I feel like faking the meteor is true, but the second meteor that is going to destroy the alien planet is probably fake. I think Iskandar just wants to speed up Haru's terrorist attack. That I could believe. That makes sense to me. Like the majority, like the people in the Manga Plus comment section, they all know Iskandar is so full of shit. They know he's full of shit. The only thing that is true, and I agree, the only thing that is true is the meteor was a fucking lie. We all knew it was a fucking lie. We all knew it. Like the meteor, that second meteor is just like a huge what the fuck though. That's the one where I'm like, huh? Like, how would you, first of all, huh? But it's all, dude, that's the, like, we all know why he wants to do this shit. He wants wants to cause chaos. That's his whole thing. He wants to cause fucking chaos. I hope Haru punches him in the face, though. I hope he does. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Drama Queen content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!